In this video, I want to show you how to use Zapier to create automations for your workflow within your social channels. So this is going to give you the ability to share a video on Facebook or on your social channels every time you post one, and it's automated so that you don't have to think about it again. Now, there are a lot of steps here, so stay with me as we go through this front to back, creating an automated workflow to post on your social channels every time you post a published video on your YouTube channel. So we're going to start off with Zapier, okay? And let me just go to my dashboard so I can actually walk you through this from the get-go. All right, it's geeky and it looks overwhelming, but you can pause this video and watch this step by step. I also encourage you to subscribe to this channel to get more videos like this. My name is Ballen, and I own a real estate team in Las Vegas that serves Henderson and North Las Vegas. I also own a digital marketing company called Ballen Brands, where we build websites and lead generation systems for real estate agents and small businesses. And I also own a keto coaching program. After losing 45 pounds myself, or shedding 45 pounds, I got passionate about helping other people like me change their lives. And so I launched ketodays.com, a group coaching program. And so I use all of these methods for all of my businesses, and I generate all of my leads from the internet. So pretty powerful stuff. So here, we're going to come up here once you set up an account and click Make a Zap. Okay, now there's a gazillion, and yes, gazillion's a technical term. There's a gazillion formulas that you can build here on Zapier that are going to blow your mind and be incredible. However, today for this video, we're only going to work on how we feed a YouTube video to our social channels, okay? Now, I do want to show you something in between before we set up this Zap. I use Buffer. Now, Buffer is where all of my social posts are created, tracked, monitored. So I use Buffer for the analytics to be able to see which my most popular posts are, and which ones got likes and shares and reach and that type of thing per channel. So I can go all the way down to Instagram and see how that one performed, and I can go up here to LinkedIn and see how that one performed. So this is pretty incredible for the analytics. It also allows me to set all of my content in a queue so that I'm not just blasting every channel on top of each other. And this allows me to schedule certain times I want posts to go out, and then I can just drop things into Buffer all day long, and they'll just line up and they'll send out automatically at the queue times that are preset. So I don't just go from Zapier straight to the channels. I go from Zapier into my Buffer account, and then I allow Buffer to distribute through social media, okay? What's really cool about this is I can look down and see which posts are my most popular posts, and then I could just rebuffer that and put it back into the queue to go back out again. So really allows me to set up some very simple automation and measure what's working, what's not working. So I want to go from Zapier to Buffer to my social channels. So before you get started with Zapier, you might consider setting up a Buffer account, setting up all of your social channels, and then going into Zapier to set up your recipes or your formulas, okay? Your workflows. So from here, choose a trigger app. So this is going to be if this, then that, right? So in my case, today I'm going to show you how to do YouTube. So we're going to say if YouTube, then Buffer, okay? If a video gets published on YouTube in my account, then send it to Buffer. So that's what we're going to do today. So all we have to do is choose a trigger app, and we're going to do YouTube because if YouTube, okay? Now, we're going to say if YouTube has a new video in the channel. Save and continue. Now, you're going to have to be setting up all of your channels in here as you go. So mine are already preset. At this point, if you don't have any channels set up, you're going to set up your YouTube channel, okay? I already have one, so I'm going to go ahead and choose my Keto Days coaching channel. and I'm going to click Save and Continue. But if I didn't already have one, I would click Connect an Account, and then it's going to ask me for my Google login that's going to access my YouTube channel. Okay, so you would do it from there. So I'm going to click Save and Continue. Now the next step is I have to put in my channel number. See this channel right here? And this has to be done every single time you set up a Zap. So I'm going to go over to my dashboard. Let me show you where to find your channel. Go up here to your picture, and this is your Google login, and click on that little, the little wheel and YouTube settings. And then we're going to go down into advanced settings. And here is your YouTube channel. So just copy that. Your user ID and your channel are two separate things. You want your channel for this. You're going to copy your channel and you're going to go back over to Zapier and you're just going to paste in that channel ID. And then you're going to click Continue. All right. Now it kind of tells you what you need to double check. And first, you have to have a video in there for this to work. So if you're setting up a brand new channel, you want to make sure you at least have a test video or something in there. And you want to make sure that it matches the trigger. In our case, we said the trigger was if a published video shows up on my channel. Now we're going to click Fetch and Continue. It goes out to YouTube now, and it pulls in the last video that you posted. And as long as this says Test Successful, you can continue. So let's go ahead and click Continue, or you can view your video to make sure everything's correct. All right, it looks really geeky, so you probably won't understand what all that means at this point. So just click Continue. Now, we did the if YouTube video is published on my channel. Now we need the then. What action do we want Zapier to take? So if YouTube publish video on my channel, then buffer. So we're going to go up here and we're going to select buffer. Now, if you don't have buffer and you want to just go straight to your channels, you can say if YouTube, then Facebook page, or if YouTube, then Twitter, or if YouTube, then Instagram, or if YouTube, then LinkedIn. The tricky thing is that each one of those zaps requires its own zap. So you can't go if YouTube video, then Facebook and Twitter and this and this and this. Each one of those apps have to be set up separately. So that's going to be the pain, is setting this all up, each one. But once it's set up, your automation workflows are just there. You don't have to think about it. It works forever. It's amazing as long as you're paying for those subscriptions. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click Add to Buffer, Save and Continue. So now it wants to know which buffer account. I only have one buffer account. So if you did not yet set it up, you would click Connect an Account. And it will then go out there and ask you to allow access for your buffer account, and it will connect the two. Mine's already set up, so I can just click Save and Continue. All right, again, very geeky, and this requires some process here. So you're going to want to watch me carefully. Now, I will let you know that my company, Ballen Brands, we are a digital marketing company. We can do all of this for you. And we actually also add a servicing where if you publish a video on YouTube, we can actually optimize it, create your thumbnail, your title, your description, your tags, your info cards, your end screens. We can turn that into a blog post on your website, and we can manage all of your workflows here for you. So if you're interested in having somebody else do this for you, contact us at ballenbrands.com. All right, so now it's asking us on Buffer, which profile do we want to use for our video? So if you click the little drop-down box, you're going to see all of the profiles that you have set up on your Buffer account. Okay, so for me, I am doing my keto channel at this moment, so I want this to go to my keto Facebook page. Okay, I've already set up my keto Instagram account and my keto Twitter account and others. Right now I want to set up my Facebook page. So I have my Low Carb Lori Facebook page. So I'm going to select that. So this is saying if a video shows up in my keto coaching YouTube channel and it's in published status, then send it to my Facebook page, Low Carb Lori. Now, there's other triggers, but I want to make sure that that video is published. That way, all of my videos get uploaded in unlisted status or private status don't get blasted out because those aren't ready. I only want it to be published status, okay? Now we have to create, what do we want the post to look like when it shows up on Facebook? So we're going to go into these merge fields here, and we're going to drop in some of the merge fields that we want to use in our text. So watch this. Click on the little plus sign, okay? In my case, I like to use my excerpts from my blog posts. And in my YouTube channel, I like to use the description, okay? So I'm going to click on description. So you're going to have to be careful with what that description looks like because that's going to be what feeds out to your YouTube channel. So if you don't like the defaults that are in your descriptions on YouTube, you might want to consider how you want those typed up so that they share on your social channels better, okay? Or you can simply do this. Let's get rid of that. And you could just use your title. Okay, Keto Mojo, ketone blood meter, testing ketones, all right? Or you could type something in. Another great video from Low Carb Lori. Learn more about keto coaching at, and you can do something like that, okay? So you can type it in or you can use merge fields. You can add whatever you want here. In my case, I'm going to go ahead and add my description. I think I will also add the title first. Let me do that. I'm going to do the title because this is Facebook. I have a lot more characters. I'm going to put a space. Then I'm going to put my description. Okay. Now, what photo URL if you want one? In my case, I need the URL to the video. So let me put a space and let me go in here and let me grab the YouTube URL. Okay. Now, in my case, in this case, it will automatically pull that link and it'll pull a preview of it. Or we can put a photo URL here instead and allow it to pull a photo thumbnail, and then they have to click on the video link. Okay. But I have a lot of links in here, and so I'm going to let that just automatically pull the YouTube link instead of the photo. Let's take a look. We're going to be able to preview what this looks like, and then we can go back and edit what we want our templates to look like, okay? So now, do you want this to be sent to the top of your queue or just in a regular order? So if you think this is going to be fresher and important and you want it to be at the top of your queue, you click top. Whoops, I'm sorry. We click yes or no here. Yes, I want this to go to the top of the queue. Okay. And then this one, if you choose this, it'll be sent immediately instead. So let's just say you decide that your YouTube videos are the absolute most important thing, and they should trump your zaps that are blog posts, and it should come before your zaps that are sending out reviews and things like that. There's lots of options we have, and you think your videos are the most important, you might choose yes, that if I post a video, make sure that that takes priority and sends immediately instead of waiting for the queue. So saying yes means it's priority up here. Saying yes here means it's going to go out this minute. It's not even a wait for a queue. And it's okay if we just posted 5 minutes ago. I want this video to land instantly. Okay. Then you're going to click continue. And then you're going to see a sample here, and we're going to see what this looks like in Buffer to make sure that this looks correct. So I'm going to go ahead and click Send Test to Buffer. And we're going to go in as soon as this post, we're going to go look at what it looks like on Buffer. Okay, so it says it's been added. So let's go ahead and look at it. So I'm going to go over to Buffer, and I'm going to go down to the page I just posted to, which is my Keto Coach Lori. And I'm going to look at my content so I can see what's in the queue. All right, it is 5:40. Okay, this is, let's see. Oops, I'm on my Instagram account. Sorry about that. Let me go over to my Facebook page. There we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, I sent it out immediately. It's not in the queue because we chose to send it out immediately. So let's go over to Facebook and find it and look at it. Actually, that's even better because now we can see what it actually posted for us. And I'll show you how to go back and change that if you don't want it to go immediately. Okay, we're going to go down to our posts. Oh, it's beautiful. This is it right here. So here's exactly how it posted. Keto Mojo Ketone Blood Meter. It's got all of my description here, and the preview showed up correctly to my YouTube link. And if they click that link, they're going to go straight to video and they're going to be able to watch it. So for me, I'm very happy with how that posted. Now, let's say you want to change something. So go back to your Zap, and all you have to do is go to any one of these spots in the series to make a change. So maybe you go, oops, I don't like where that fed to buffer. Let me fix that. You can go back to add to buffer and change buffer. You can change the channel it fed to, and here's where you can go to edit the template. So let's just say you say, I want to see what I want this instead just to go to my buffer queue. You change this from yes to no. All right, and then we're going to click continue. And then you can send another sample. We just did. So let me go look at how it shows up in buffer. So now you'll see that it's added to the queue instead of being sent out immediately. I'm not sure if I sent another test or I just made the change. Let me see. A test ad was sent to buffer. Retest. Send test to buffer. Oh, we have an error. We had trouble sending your test through. Please try again. It looks like you've posted that. All right, so it's not going to let me post the same things back to back to retest this. So I would have to change one little thing somewhere in here and it'll let me do it again. It'll let me change it. So let me go to edit template and let me just type in something like hashtag keto. Continue. Okay, so now let's see if it retested, or do I need to retest it one more time? Whoops, wrong channel. Okay, hold on, let me retest. There it goes. So you have to change one letter or something on there because it doesn't want to send back-to-back identical posts, which is cool. So go back into your buffer. Now it'll be here. There it is. It showed up automatically. And so now you can see what it would look like in your buffer. Now what's cool about this too, when it goes to your buffer, you can make edits. So right now I could go, okay, I really don't like that title. So I'm going to change this title to say, here's how to check if you are in ketosis. Maybe I want to move that line down to the bottom. So you can make all your edits here, and then you can click save, and now you can see that this is in the queue, and the next time it's going to go out is today at 12:06 p.m. and it's in the queue. You can also change this now to move to top, share now, delete, edit. So this is a great way to manage all of your social posts, or to allow a company like mine to manage your social media posts for you. Okay, so this is fantastic, and that is how you set up a Zap to automatically feed your YouTube video to a social channel through Buffer. Thanks for joining me today.